Welcome everybody to NSL Season 4 Div 1 Semifinals. I am Golden and I'm joined tonight by the voice of NS2, Wasabi1.
Hi everybody, it's Wasabi1.
What the fuck, Wasabi? You can talk better than that.
I'm doing my best impression of Golden. I'm going to talk like this all night.
Oh
I hope
god.
you guys are really ready for this.
When I said you could be BM, it wasn't towards me. Towards the game.
Alright, you want me to really say hello?
Yes.
Alright. Hello everybody, it's Wasabi1. I'm here with Golden. I love being with Golden. Golden, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you on this fine evening?
I'm actually fantastic. The little bunnies are running across the front yard. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping. My kids are not yelling at each other. It's good stuff.
It's a Disney fairy tale.
It is a Disney fairy tale for at least the next 10 minutes.
An adaptation of some pretty gruesome horror stories.
Yeah, then it's going to turn into Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and the bunnies are going to start flying across, eating jugulars and stuff like that.
This is the first time that I've streamed in a while, so if anybody notices any issues, please say something in chat. I'll be trying to keep a little eye on it. I think everything will be fine.
Yeah, Golden has been lost to the Wild of Stars, and he refuses to stream WildStar. I don't know why that is.
It's a fun game. Well, I'd have to do some things to stream it for various reasons, but you know, it's a great game, and Singularity is trapped in the WildStar Enigma as well. So I'm kind of predicting a 4-0 here because Gnarcolepsy's still been playing NS2 and Singularity's been playing WildStar.
Well, I mean, to be completely honest, Titus has been struck by the WildStar bug, and if that is any indicator of what happens to teams that play WildStar, I think I'm going to agree with your assumption of a 4-0 today.
Yeah, that match yesterday was a little. So, we've already done map choices and stuff like that. Well, the first map anyways. Singularity selected Tram. They are the higher seed. Gnarcolepsy picked Aliens to start out with, which I find kind of surprising. I'd expect them to start out on Marines because their Marine game is so much stronger. What do you think, Wasabi?
Well, I've watched Gnarcolepsy more than I have Singularity. It's Tram, it can be an aggressive map if you can win your early engagement against the aliens and get up and pressure res. Are we forced spawns for this today?
We are not.
Okay, so it's really any spawn, so I'm just interested to kind of see how the early game goes. I will say this, though, it's Division 1, so really anything that I'm used to seeing, could be completely different just because, these guys play differently than another division does. So I'm just excited to watch it. Singularity, I know a lot of the players on both these teams, and I like both the teams, so I'm hoping for some good matches. But I mean, let's just be honest. There's a good chance it could get a little slanted here, but who knows? The universe could be willing to make Golden not play WildStar all night tonight.
All night. I hope that doesn't happen.
1 hour round for a best of 7.
Each, and it goes to 7. Oh my god. Alright guys, here we go. Both teams have readied up.
Our greatest fear in the World Championship was 1 hour matches.
That would have been terrible.
That would have been horrible.
It won't let me select. There we go. Got it. We have Gnarcolepsy starting up in Warehouse as the Alien team. Singularity starting in Shipping as Marines with a 1-1-3 split. Now it's okay. Already forgot to build in base.
This looks like they're doing a little bit of route blocking early on. Salad's getting off some good shots into Griff. Griff's still not landing a parasite. And looks like they're going to, kind of take their time, be a little defensive, grabbing their res. Not focusing on building it per se as quickly as normal, but so far a good win in hub with Salads.
Gnarcolepsy doing a great job getting parasites up on the two guys in observation. It looks like they're collapsing on this hub guy right now.
It's definitely one of those situations, if it feels like you can't win the engagement, at least try to get those parasites in because they'll be so effective later on.
Every single Marine is parasited. This is great play from Gnarcolepsy. It's really the way you want to start out on Aliens if you can't get a pick early.
Doesn't look like they've elected to go for a gorge, so we are going to have an infestation spread to ore processing for that extra node. But it looks like in hub here, we got Salads all alone against Griff, Blinky, and Shu. He's going to go down pretty handedly.
2 shells are already built. It's a very fast upgrades from the aliens. And logistics, they could have killed it if Griff elected to go there, but they do this engagement in ET instead. And they do manage to clean it up.
There's some nice shots there by Cookie before going down. Shu pretty low, so that's going to be pretty effective when they move into logistics. But Blink's here already too, so 3 skulks in a room, even though one's pretty chipped. Zebro going down a little bit too to Salads. They're going to lose the node and buy them more time to expand up north. As you can see, they're spreading up the platform.
And Enzo wins the 1v1 over here in observation. Singularity is just getting torn apart. Was that the first kill? Oh, I guess that's the 3rd kill that Marines have gotten. Cowboy trying to push up into server to slow down the alien expansion. Griff knows about him. Enzo managed to take out the observation RT.
I like that they're using the drifter to spot over in mezzanine before doing any of the drop. Early crag being placed here in platform, knowing that they're probably going to get hit a little bit here in server. Bringing 3 skulks to this right now, I think maybe is a little bit of overcommitment.
Wow. 3 would have been fine. The 4th is 4th is way too much. The server can be a really strong room for a single Marine to try to hold skulks off, but the 4th skulk just put him out of position for this ore engagement. And now it's a 2v2.
Yeah, but based on how they're playing so far and seeing how these Marines are shooting, I think that they've definitely got the advantage in most of these engagements with more than 1 skulk. You know, I think you need to keep focusing on the res because even in this situation, even though it feels like you're winning the engagements, if you're not going to focus on the res, it's going to get out of hand. They're already back up at 5 extractors.
Singularity is just not shooting very well, but they're somehow, they stabilized their res. Mines are up, and there's not really any mines out on the map. They're all just in base. But 5 extractors, they're getting some pressure done. They're slowing down the expansion. They're in good shape until the lurks come out.
Which is going to be right about now. They should be evolving on their death.
Cookie and Cowboy splitting LOS, just getting picked apart up in server.
Yeah, and again, that crag is there to help, you know, heal the life forms a little bit, you know, help the situation in the north. And there is that lurk. Zebro is up as lurk. And based on how effective they've been so far, I'm guessing that this lurk is going to be pretty deadly. Shotgun's being researched early, which I almost feel is it's needed based on how they're shooting right now, but it could come back to bite them really bad on the P-Res side.
Shoot is going lurk as well, so we'll have 2 lurks. Armor 1 just getting started, and lurks are already out. I think we can see a lot of Marine res go down here.
Man, yeah, I mean, especially over here in OBS. 1 skull going out to a mine kill, and then can't take out Enzo down the hallway. It just feels like they're not landing their shots well enough right now. Hold him 1. Who is that?
Ari. It's Ari. His name says Ari. They're not shooting well. That's pretty much all this boils down to.
I think this would be a more even game if that was the case. And they've also really allowed the aliens to expand because they can't seem to get any of their shots locked in. And with these 2 lurks, they're just so powerful against these Marines right now. Armor 1 just about to go online, which might help a little bit.
Look at that. Look at Elevator. They fired 2 full clips of LMG, and they did like 30 damage. You can't win fights like that against Division 1 aliens. Like, they know how to dodge a little bit. And Griff cleaning up in logistics.
So they lose logistics. They're going to lose elevator transfer. It's going to take them down to 3 nodes. Weapons 1 starting. Only a little bit of res in the bank. Not even enough to drop another node right now. Griff taking down, well, almost taking down Cookie there. And that would have been just ridiculous.
We do have shotties out, so let's see if they can actually do some work. Cowboy's just getting spiked. That lurks back off with no skulk support. I gotta say, Gnarcolepsy is being really impressive with the parasites. They've gotten parasites up on almost every player that skulks have encountered.
The parasite also is assisting with how many bites are going to be required to take these Marines down. Just chipping anything away just, benefits you in the long run. Double skulk, double lurk. You lose one skulk, and this is just so effective right now with the pack play by the lurks. And I really like how Simba is just doing his job, spreading infestation, dropping whips, building harvesters.
And he's like progressing the PV up. So it all started up in platform, and he moved it up to mezzanine. Well, he moved it to server, and then he moved it to mezzanine, like as he expanded. He's even getting ready to take repair. I'd like to see them drop the server hive instead of taking the repair RT.
Yeah, especially because it's been such a while since the Marines have even been able to push up in that area. It's probably going to be a while till they can. They're not in a position to really do much right now with only the 4 harvesters or extractors up at the moment, and they've got to really focus on trying to get that harvester down at mezzanine first. So I think you're right. It looks like that's what he's going to do anyway.
With the 2 lurks in mezzanine and this whip position, this whip is terrible for shotgunners to attack. Because it can like attack you through the railing and you can't really hit it. You just have to kind of run by.
And this is what the lurk needs to not do. Shu kind of pulling them towards the server side. You can see that the rupture and bone wall have gone off. Metabolize has been researched for the fades that are going to be popping anytime now as Griff and Blinky are dead.
Oh, go ahead.
It's going to be a slaughter.
This is base rush territory. These fades are going to come up. They're going to go straight to base. There's no observatory, just mines in their base.
Yeah, 4 out in the north, 1 at logistics and the commander. I mean, this is perfect base timing. And it looks like the call's been made. Here they go.
Shades knows this. He's dropping more mines in the base. But Enzo hears him going down. And with 2 lurks, those mines aren't going to last very long.
There's no obs anywhere around here. They can drop it for them to build. But this is your opportunity to either pick on the arms lab, which has got no mines around it, which is what they're going to start doing. Those lurks are actually pretty effective against structures.
They actually do the same DPS as a skulk. But it's still just a little bit scary to have they've dropped an obs in server.
But they pulled out of the room a little too early. They could have gotten that arms lab. But they've done the benefit. They all jump on the ET node. They're going to be able to, go right after that. Marines are going to move out in force, but those fades up with only armor 1. The shotguns may be powerful, but let's see how well that Griff and Blinky can do against them.
Started phase tech at the server observatory. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's a little
it might actually be okay because they don't know about it yet.
It's not going to take much for one person to fly through and realize that there's an obs scanning them right there.
And they know about the hive now because it's in the obs range. Here's another base hit. That's a dead arms up. Even with the beacon, that's dead.
Blink gets out and just stays behind to delay him a little bit. Yeah, so the arms lab's gone. It wasn't research anything, but that means armor 1, weapons 1 are gone. Obs still up. Phase tech is researched, but, taking out obs, it's been recycled.
ET didn't even get finished. It was at 96%, so the Marines are only in 2 RTs. Singularity's just got to get a life form down.
With the arms lab down, if they were to push base, they're in a much better situation to win the engagement should they be beaconed back, wouldn't you say?
I would agree, but it's still a little risky without I guess the fades do have regen now. They could totally take the fight. And they kind of missed out their opportunity just now to go in there and stop the arms lab from coming back up.
They've got their 6th harvester up, charge being researched and completed. The arms lab, like you said, back up. And let's see, 26, 49. Enzo's going to be Onos here in just a matter of a minute.
Indeed. 11.5-minute Onos. That's pretty good.
Well, they never lost a harvester, I don't believe. No, they lost 1 harvester.
They lost
in the 11 minutes.
They lost 2. They lost
2.
4.
Sorry, there we go.
But even then, it's not such a huge deal.
Pack play opening on the right side. Double lurk and Enzo the Skulk. Shades just chilling, waiting. Gets a couple good shots in on Shu, but Enzo doing his job, coming in at the feet, fighting and doing what needs to be done. Cookie going down. And can Ari get it done? I don't think so. And
I
that's
don't
a
know why I didn't pick up
lot
the
of med
shotgun.
packs.
He should have just picked up the shotgun.
Might have been able to take him down if he got that shotgun right in his face. Fades, not much to do. They're just chilling in logistics, going after the harvester. His Salads was essentially 2 swipes with the help of that lurk.
I think Singularity has to know this is over. Not quite sure why they're selling this.
Maybe the warm-up, giving them just an opportunity to kind of get adjusted, being back in the game since they haven't played for a while.
Yeah, it depends on how they're mentally approaching it. If they're just saying, okay, let's get a little bit more practice in for the next rounds, then I think it would be okay. If they're still in it, like, if they think they still have a chance, then they're going to be in for
All right, Enzo's
a
up,
poor game.
coming down through South Tunnels.
And
He doesn't
3
have enough
Marines
to
out of
beacon.
position.
You got 1 shotgun coming back. They're going straight for the IP and going after the Arms Lab. Arms Lab's gone. Shade's coming back into the room right now with his shotgun. Enzo just whack, gone. That's GG.
Well done from Gnarcolepsy. Really poorly well played from Singularity.
Command station under attack.
I guess this is BM cast. I can just say Singularity played pretty fucking poorly.
Yeah, I mean, in comparison, it was like watching Titus on Sunday. Oh, silence from Golden. No, I didn't mean that.
I was managing the stream stuff.
I was going to ask, though, in comparison, on Sunday you guys were playing Tram as well, and your first game was really long. It felt a little rough. Did you guys keep playing just to kind of get in the groove of things?
We were still in it until, like, they actually fully cleared hub and kept us out of it, like 2 pushes. We were still in the game. But if on any of those arc pushes we had killed the Gorge, then I would have died, and we probably would have won the game. And ready calls from both teams.
These guys are ready to go. That's awesome.
I get to play WildStar later.
It's not over yet.
This is a best of 7, so we're going for 4 rounds. Still more NS2 to come. Alright, so Gnarcolepsy on Marines in server room. Singularity aliens in shipping. A instant drifter drop and expansion of logistics.
I like North Spawn for Marines in server. I feel like your naturals are a lot closer, easier to defend. But there's heavy potential for the aliens to, really kind of keep you focused on the area because it's so quick to bounce back and forth.
Yeah, I would agree. The server, let's take care of this engagement platform first. 4 skulks on 2 Marines. That's a pretty good hold from Gnarcolepsy. The RT did not get finished though, so it may die.
Yeah, interesting fact there too is, Mezzanine didn't get finished either. So they're still sitting on 1 right now. But you got pressure from Blink over in logistics, so no harvester up in logistics.
Barely any damage done to the extractor in platform. And they're pulling everybody back to deal with the 1 Marine.
Nice med packing there from Simba, keeping Blink alive long enough to take out 1 skulk of that pack. Putting a little bit of damage onto Salads. Shu just annihilating Ari there.
So, like I was saying, server room is a great Marine spawn because you have the 2 naturals so close to your start, and you just run out mezzanine and you're in hub. Like it's the closest, in my opinion, it's the closest to the hub area. Warehouse might be a little closer technically, but you have to come through this like ambush hallway in North Tunnels.
So you got Blink and Shu in logistics right now, harassing that RT that's still not up. Mucus going off to help these aliens a little bit, but these guys are both pretty well protected. Shu warping a little bit, which is going to make it oh so much more fun for the aliens to bite him.
He is another one of those Wi-Fi players. Ari and Shades winning the engagement up on mezzanine. They'll be able to get this RT down.
Man, I gotta tell you, watching Shu stutter around like that with these skulks trying to bite him, it's a little bit ridiculous. Get a cable.
Or maybe NS2 should just fix it.
Do you know how many games don't play well on Wi-Fi?
Almost all of them.
Exactly.
Kind of losing a drifter just because it's standing there in ET. It's a little bit of a commander mistake. They're still focusing so hard on logistics. Like, we don't need this res node yet.
No, they should be putting pressure outward. The benefit here, of course, is that Gnarcolepsy has not really done a good job at all of getting any of their own nodes up.
Yeah, that's right. They've, I'll look at the res craft real quick. They've really only been on 3. They had opportunities to get up to 4 and 5, but I think they're over-pressuring a little bit.
4 skulks to take down 2 guys outside logistics. 2 skulks going down instantly. 3 skulks going down. And these Marines have pulled it off yet again. Yeah, I think it's like at that point, you take a pack and you go somewhere else.
This is just terrible decision-making from Singularity. They're fighting over this res node that they've already lost. They're going to lose observation because of it. And they let the Marines expand.
This is also when you probably look at doing the base call as your only option, because you got everybody out from server. You got maybe one guy protecting the hub route, and then you just bum rush through mezzanine or through north tunnels and get up into server and do some damage. Because they've got you pinched. You've lost the res in observation. You got 2 guys that are just eliminating skulks as if they were, fish in a barrel. And you've even got an obs coming up outside base. What are they going to do? They're going to rush into your hive and try to kill eggs?
I don't know what Singularity's going to do. They only are playing with 1 lurk player. That's Shades. I'm not sure that anybody else on the team lurks these days.
I mean, I'll be honest. This is just really, really, really poor play from Singularity as Alien. I mean, we gave them a hard time about not being able to aim as Marines, but this is just ridiculous.
It's not even like missing fights. They're just making the wrong choices in an overall team sense.
Well, finally a win at the hive as Salads and Cookie take down the obs, chipping away some Marine res there. They choose not to go after logistics, and they're going to grow observation.
Air America. Here we go.
Oh my god. If they better go through ET.
As much as we've been saying, like, they're really not that far behind. The Marines are only on 5 extractors. They're building their 6th now. And they only have armor 1. Like, this might actually work.
Here we go. They're spotted. 1 chip. Everybody else gets through. Everybody's bum rushing back to base. The beacon goes up, but I don't know. 5 lurks. Just keep biting.
Why are they biting the chair?
What are you doing?
You have to kill the Marines there. They still might win it. They got the mucus.
The mucus really paying off. But now the Marine spawn queue is a little bit rushed.
They have to get these frags. Get these flags. Get these frags. No, that's it.
Wow.
They lost 1 lurk because he was just biting the CC when 5 Marines appeared. If they had known what they were gonna do, server is such a good room to fight as lurk in because you can go up in these cavities on the ceiling. Like, you can win that fight against 0-1 Marines.
And all that time, no commanders, so they didn't drop the res node at obs just in case. Now they're forced to take down res and ore and logistics.
They're still on 3 lurks, but fades are going to be forever and a day. Cowboy just getting wrecked by Blink because he didn't check his corners. And the shotguns are going to come up and shut these lurks down pretty quickly.
It's just those moments where you just really don't even know what to say. I mean,
like, you can't really comment on this game because it's already over, pretty much. They just don't know it yet. It's a matter of time until these lurks die. Marines are re-solidifying their res. Zebra wins the 1v1 up in warehouse.
I mean, they all go lurk. You lose those lurks. That means the relurk or fade point at this point with how much res you don't have coming in, we're talking like 20-minute fades at this point.
Exactly. And Marines are just going to keep expanding. I might actually be over-expanding, but it doesn't really matter. Simba has 20 res and extractors here that aren't built, and he could have started weapons 2 or armor 2.
I don't know, there's so much res and growing res. The Marines aren't even pressuring anything. They don't have to. They're just like, all right, we'll just kind of hold back, route block a little bit, keep getting our upgrades. They want to push us. That's their problem.
They recognize the 5 lurk play. The aliens are like, at this point of the game, they're forced to make big plays. And when you make big plays, you risk losing life forms. And if they lose these 3 lurks, then they're pretty much done for it. But I really think that Simba's over-investing in RTs. They don't need this many RTs. It's getting cat packs. It's another thing you could have started like a weapons or armor upgrade first.
Right.
But he's gonna get cat packs, and he's gonna spend a lot of res on cats. It's gonna take some real res discipline to prevent himself from not getting any more upgrades.
So that's one thing too that could obviously sway this in the aliens' favor is, maybe not the right tech path calls by the Marine commander. I mean, I still think they've got a massive advantage here going in, but those cat packs can waste a lot of your res and stop you from upgrading at all. Cowboy going down.
And it's the start of the fall of these lurks. We have 3 Marines pressuring, the other 2 Marines are route blocking. Shu covering hub, Zebra covering this mezzanine area. And they're just going to throw away logistics. You can't throw away logistics now. All that time you were fighting over logistics and there was nothing there, and now there's something there and you're just leaving it. Why? Shade's just diving on 2 shotguns, throwing away his lurk. Time's over.
Yeah, there it is, the GG. So Golden might get his wish tonight as we move up to 2-0 Gnarcolepsy.
And Gnarcolepsy chooses Veil for the next map. Again, Singularity is making the wrong decisions, and if they continue to make the wrong choices, it's going to hurt them even more on Veil. Veil is a map that you have to play, not perfectly, but you have to play it correctly from the start, otherwise you just get way too behind and lose on both sides. This is a Div 1 semifinals match. The other match is Envy versus Virtual Dejection, and it's happening next Sunday, the 15th.
What's your opinion on that game? Are you thinking Envy might be able to take that?
I think Envy can take that.
So between, let's say if we're planning on seeing what we're seeing right now, Narc versus Envy, what do you think?
Well, last time they played was 3 weeks ago, and Envy took that 3-1. But I really think that Gnarcolepsy should be able to take a best of 7 4-0.
4-0?
4-0. That's my call for that game.
I'm going to give a little bit more credit to Gnarcolepsy. I think we're going to see a tighter series.
No, I'm saying Gnarcolepsy will win at 4-0. What happened last time they played was Envy won 3-1. But I think Gnarcolepsy made a bunch of mistakes that they've learned from. And I think that next time they meet, it'll be a different outcome.
All right, Singularity has readied up. We're just waiting on the Gnarcolepsy guys to get in here. So, playing on Veil. This seems to be quite popular amongst map selections of late. And I think that
Spell.
yeah. If Singularity plays like they did in Marine Round on Tram, they don't stand a chance on this map.
Have we ever been right about our calls when you have casted together on Tram or on Veil rather? I think. Was it
I
just
think
the one
always
time
ends up
we
the
casted
opposite,
Veil?
doesn't it? It's
I think it
always
was
the
just
opposite.
yeah.
Like we said, it's going to be Alien wins and it was Marine wins.
Yeah. Veil can really go either way. Either way.
It can go either way, but inherently, if your Marines can't kill things and can't aim, the aliens have a pretty solid shot at winning the game.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if they get to 11-minute Onos like they did in Tram, this game is over.
I'm curious if Gnarcolepsy is going to use a Gorge. Because they didn't use one on Tram. I guess we'll find out in 20 seconds or so when this game
it's
starts.
pretty popular, but again, if you're skulk, if you feel pretty good after playing Tram about your skulks winning those engagements and just kind of holding until the Marines come into your clutches, why not just assist it?
Yeah, that's true. Here we go. We've got Singularity, obviously, in control. Gnarcolepsy gets the cargo spawn, which is actually
They're going early mines.
It's not my least favorite spawn. But
Wait, early obs. Are they going to go early phase tech? Or just catching a base rush?
I don't even know.
So 4 to one side, 1 in Skylights, he's already been tagged, but kills Shu.
This is a no Gorge versus a 3-man nano push. Zebra's out of position, and if they go now, they have an even fight. Blink going a little early. All the skulks get cleaned up. Zebra's here by himself. He's going to try to get a pick. Good med packs from Kane. One more skulk coming in. Shu. They went early phase tech. They're trying to take nano right away. And they might be able to do it. They have to win one more fight, and they'll get the phase gate up.
Problem here, of course, is that Cookie's holding back, just route blocking on the west side. So if they can time this right, it's going to be kind of all for naught because there's only the 2 Marines here. One's already.
Why did Cowboy go to C12?
Yeah, I think he should have come in to back up until they got the phase get up. Now the whole team pulls in to Nano, instantly taking down these Marines.
Not a single skulk dying.
And only two sys lost in that.
And now phase tech is wasted.
So see, like I was saying, it was kind of a benefit for them not to go Gorge because you don't lose the tunnel. You lose 2 sys, so what is that? It's really only putting you in for a couple res, and they've already spread to pipeline as well. So they're in a pretty good position. He's a little low on res, but he's going to be able to drop both RTs pretty quick here.
2 shells up already, with the early shells again. And he's getting shotguns already. What is this strat?
I think they feel like they need to be aggressive and push after that first round, but I think it's a mistake. I think getting the shotguns is going to do exactly what it did last time. They're going to have them a couple outs, and then they're going to be gone.
Please don't go to C12. You have to go nano. You picked 2 skulks. There's one at least in west that you know about. You can take nano here.
Smart call to drop pipeline first, so you really know that you've got nano secured. So we'll be getting that second node up.
I don't understand what they're doing. They could have gotten into nano.
Wow.
The decision making just isn't there.
What's the rule if they play really bad in the semifinals? Do they automatically get knocked down a division?
I don't know. What's that from?
Now we're bringing in correspondent Zephram, the NSL admin, to get his ruling on this.
Hi.
Yeah.
Singularity, Div 2 next season?
I don't think he's going to answer that. But
Not
now they've got 1 shotgun, 2 LMGs, and they decide to go C12.
This doesn't
Why did
make
they do
any
it?
sense. Why did you get phase tech if you're not going to put a phase gate anywhere?
Here we go. You got 3 skulks at base. 4th coming on his way right now.
They're going to get a dome gate.
You force the beacon. No,
The beacon's not going to be forced. They're going to phase out.
Kane out. 1 skulk down. Doing pretty good, getting some shots on here, but both the commander and the other marine down. Shade's still up. They hold it, but they lose their obs.
And what does the dome gate get you? It gives you better access to pipeline, but it doesn't actually secure you any res. It's not like a nano gate.
Oh, they're going to go straight for the hive. But you just killed 4 skulks.
And the lurks just popped. Like, this is terrible, terrible timing. 3 lurks coming up. They're just gonna get spiked down. They can't afford a med pack. They're on 2 RTs. What is this supposed to accomplish?
Blink up on top, just waiting for the right moment to jump down. I mean, at least have one guy chipping into the hive. Shu getting pretty low there. Blink finally coming down. Gets a couple bites in on salads. Doesn't get the kill. One Marine should be in nano right now.
They're just gonna get spiked down. Like, what do they think this is gonna accomplish?
In sub. What is this? Please tell me there's a GG coming.
Singularity really had this game in the bag. They went early phase tech. They could have gotten the gate right away in nano with if Cowboy didn't go to C12 and went to nano. They could have gotten a gate there. Then they had the shotgun push. They could have walked into nano and gotten a gate.
They delayed the aliens to 2 RTs for roughly 4 minutes in that game before they actually capped nano. But look at this. They had enough to drop the second high. They had great income to start getting all their upgrades. Wow.
Gnarcolepsy up 3-0. Did you think it was going to be this bad, Wasabi?
I expected Singularity to at least, you know, put up a fight, and I think you're right. I think they completely threw away Nanogrid. They had the opportunity to put the 3rd man back in there to secure that phase gate, hold that room, get down easy res, and they just tossed it away. I mean, I think it would have been difficult for them, even if they'd gotten the gate up, to hold it in that room since they were pulling 5 to the room anyway. But, I mean, Jesus. And then to go back to C12 twice after that. I mean, they had multiple opportunities to take nano again. And then investing in shotguns, I think, was a mistake. I think they needed to get that arms lab down and start researching their upgrades. They could have made that a longer game. I think they had better opportunity to do that. Oh, we're getting nice feedback from L2P NS2, who we all know, saying that it's stupid commentary. You want them to quit the game or something. Well, no, but what I'd like them to do is take this seriously. You know, people take time out of their, out of their day, out of their week, out of their nights to come and play. And I really feel like Singularity is just, they don't even care. That's the problem I have. And the teams both told us to be as completely honest as we wanted to be about this.
They're saying it's FPS lagging.
What's your bit rate?
3200.
Oh, you don't need 3200.
For my 720p.
No.
Great FPS. I haven't set it up for overhead. I shouldn't be streaming this for overhead.
Jeez. Doesn't OBS let you do it live?
I can try.
Yeah, 2500, man. You should never go over 2500 on 720p.
We'll see if that fixed it.
Okay, 15 seconds. Here we go.
I use 3500 for, well, 3200 rather, for first person, because you need it with NVENC.
Right. Okay, can Singularity redeem themselves in round number 4 against Gnarcolepsy, who only needs this one win to move into the finals for Division 1 of the NSL Season 4?
We've got Singularity starting in pipeline with a Gorge.
They picked the right side. I mean, they've got three to the left when there's only Breasttown there.
But they're leaving Nano completely open. Gnarcolepsy is just going to walk in and take it. They're looking for the cheese run, yeah.
And I think it's the right call, because especially right now, you know that there are no skulks.
Restaurant heard them egg, though.
So they chip their flank. If this doesn't work, they're going to be in a really bad position.
Mines are already down. They need a drifter over there for this to work.
I don't know what they're waiting for.
3 silent skulks coming in against Breasttown and his mines.
And
they T-Res dropped it back as well.
Placed mines. Look at how far apart these mines are from each of the locations. Simba out of the chair. Simba goes down almost instantly. Griff, the only one nearby. Down goes Salads.
And there goes the base rush.
Wow, and now they're in a really bad position themselves. Okay.
Mine's in Nano.
Narc, you cannot screw this up.
Shades didn't even drop a tunnel. What is he doing? He just went Gorge to build the upgrades? This doesn't even make sense. At least have a base tunnel, and then you could put a tunnel in their base.
I kind of feel like they're just messing with us. I mean, these are not normal plays from people in their position. They're going to go for the rush again. They've only got Griff to deal with. Again, they've gone with the Veils, so they got silence. Griff's dead. There's nobody back at base except for the commander. Breasttown running back from Skylights. The Arms Lab has just dropped. One spawning in, one dead to a mine. And wow.
Every skulk died. If you're going to do these base rushes, you can't hit the mines. They're not that hard to see. There goes the Gorge that just went Gorge and didn't do anything else. Singularity hasn't even dropped a second RT yet. They're on 5-minute lurks. 5 minutes until lurks. Oh, 2 minutes now. They're going to go for a base rush again.
I don't think it's going to work. You got Breasttown here. Every time that they've come into this place, they're just in a fantastic position to defend it. Their shots hit with really good accuracy. And 6 RTs up. He's going to be able to just jam on the upgrades, even though he's just now building the Arms Lab.
There's not a lot to talk about here. There's not much going on. Second RT finally going up. So lurks will be out in about 40 seconds instead of a minute and a half. Not a single extractor has died. Armor 1 just started.
Cowboy. Oh. Cloaked, walking right after Breasthound. You can see the cloaked aliens.
You can just tell that Singularity doesn't care. They didn't prepare for this at all.
We're being told by Locklear that they do care, that our comments are too harsh. I'm sorry you feel that way, Locklear. If you want to get in here and commentate on this next time, you're more than welcome to. Unfortunately, these guys, you know, it looks like they're definitely going for that base rush again. Griffin the Vent, they're going to try to go around and get him on the other side. Now, 2 Marines, though, pushing into Pipeline Hive, going straight after the Veils. I think this is the right play right now.
And they got the one down. That's pretty much all they need to stop the silence. Both of them emptying at the same time. Cowboy's going to be able to get a pick. Maybe? Zebra gets the reload off.
Seven nodes now for the Marines. Armor 1, shotguns, cat packs, weapons 1 researching. This is exactly what I talked about. Explosion of tech for the Marines. They don't have to really defend anything because the aliens aren't attacking any of their res.
Cat pack's finished. We have one lurk up. And Shades is biting his own hive.
So I think that's a pretty good example of what we were talking about right there. We're going to have a second lurk.
Simba dropping cargo CC just in case. I think that's a good call. Simba. We have 3 lurks up. Are we going to get a 4th?
You know, the problem, of course, is just having the CC down there isn't enough, because if they can overwhelm up in control, you've got to be able to, you know, spawn in. But it looks like they're just going to let the Marines walk into base.
Cookie, Cowboys, and Shades are just biting each other over a neck.
Down goes the first.
Is under attack.
And
Salad's on the comm chair. It all comes down to this, Golden. Salads is biting the chair. Breasttown rushing back from West Skylights. Shotgun in hand.
I hope Salad
bounces around and dives to the line.
I'm pretty sure Singularity staying in this game is far more BM than anything that we've said. Like, I know we've been brutally honest, but from the very start you could tell that Singularity didn't prepare for this game at all.
Well done to Gnarcolepsy, though. I mean, these guys, they were hitting their shots. They were playing smart in a lot of situations. I do think there's a couple moments that if they had been playing a Singularity team that was a little more on their game today, that those base rushes could have been a lot more damaging. So they need to be, you know, cautious of that moving into the finals against whoever they play.
I would agree, yeah. Just waiting for this last skulk to F4. And there we go. As much as Singularity didn't show up, Gnarcolepsy did. And I think they showed it. So tune in next week. I don't know who's casting. Let me find that out real quick. It looks like Schwa will be casting Envy versus Virtual Dejection next Sunday, the 15th, at 2 p.m. CEST, European time, 8 a.m. Eastern, which makes it 5 a.m. Pacific. That is not something I will be watching. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you again some other time.